Hi, I'm Adam with Finding Self-Reliance, and in this video we're going to be building a shed with a bunch of pallets. We found free pallets at a number of different places, and some of those places had oversized pallets. So the oversized pallets, you get longer pieces of wood. There are 2x4s that are 7, 8, 9 feet long instead of the typical, like 4 feet long. But in addition to the oversized pallets, we also found some other gems. These may not be the prettiest thing in the world, but we'll cover up that blue paint. But what it is, it's pretty much like a pre-assembled wall. So what we want to do is just go ahead and use those as much as possible with very little alteration. So in addition to those, we also have these pieces. It's basically an assembled wall already. 2x4s, OSB, we've got several of those. And then we've got other pallets that are pretty much standard size, but they have plywood on them. And then of course, standard pallets. So we'll use those pre-assembled ones, and then to make things fit properly, we'll deconstruct some of the pallets and construct whatever we need to make this a finished product. I got it down here myself. Hey. The problem with moving a pre-made wall panel is it weighs as much as an entire wall. Even though these wall pieces are sort of pre-assembled wall pieces, there is some modification that will need to take place. There's this weird triangular piece going down the length. We're gonna have to pop that off. I can't tell yet how these things are attached, whether it's nails or screws or glue, so I'm just gonna start whacking away at it, and we'll see what happens from there. Well, I can see the first layer is connected with staples, so I can just keep prying it the way I have been. Well, it took a while to get the wood off of these wall pieces. All of that extra triangular shaped wood was on there with staples and screws and paint, and it was a nightmare. But we finally got that off, and while I was working on that, my wife was measuring the openings of these other panels to cut 2x4s to go into the bottoms so that we can anchor those wall panels to the foundation. We want to tilt these up and anchor them to the foundation, but we also want to waterproof it. So we're going to try to clean off as much of this as we can, and then we're going to paint on a sealant to hopefully waterproof it so it will last for a good long time. And it's not really going to come off very easily, so we'll just get it the best we can. Oh, earlier I mentioned that we were going to clean these off. Well, we hit these with a wire brush, and some of this stuff I imagine is similar to what's in here, because it's just not coming off. So we cleaned off all of the loose stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and just start spreading this on.
So this one's going to go right to here, and then this one is going to go out there.
All right. This one's going to be a little bit easier than that really big, really heavy one.
Okay.
Now this particular wall panel has a couple of holes, as you can see, but that's not a big deal. We'll patch those up. Gotta watch my step back here. Very dangerous over here. It's gonna need a little fine adjustment with the mallet to get it in the right place. All right, one more and then we have this side done. Almost, not really. We still have to go up. All right. Just have to make sure I don't step in a hole.
No nails. Of course we need nails.
All right. It's more or less lined up. We just need to get the level now and make sure it's perfect. All right, we're going to anchor these into the foundation now with these little 22 caliber concrete nails. So the nail is in there, and this little shell goes down in the hole there. And then we just push down and pull the trigger.
Damn, I need my ear protection.
You can see in there. So we got one anchor down there. I'm going to put the next one over here. We're going to do the entire wall, but I want to start with the ends. It's pretty windy here, and this is like a sail, and we've got braces and we've got it screwed together, but I want to get anchors going all the way across too. There we go. Well, that's what we've got done so far. We both feel like we can keep going. Unfortunately, it's going to be dark soon, and it's getting cold, and I don't think we can do much more than clean up in the time we have left. So we're going to come back tomorrow and make some more progress. And so it's the next day, and we came back. We went ahead and waterproofed the bottom of these wall panels, and now we're getting ready to stand those up. So it won't be long until we'll have walls on 4 sides. It needs to come back a little to be, well, the bottom needs to be in line, right? There it's.
The blue should be overhanging.
Okay, overhanging?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. The 2x4 has to be in line. Yeah. There, I think that's pretty good.
Okay. You need to go towards you. Towards you.
When we tried to put this flush with this, it was flush at the bottom and not at the top. So we just put a little spacer in there, but it doesn't matter. The outside is going to have some type of weatherproof covering and then siding, and the inside is going to have insulation, and then we may finish the walls on the inside too. So it's not going to matter, even though it doesn't look pretty right now. After we put these wall panels up and screwed them together, we went ahead and anchored these into the foundation as well. So we have several pallets that are all exactly the same size, but to get them to fit on this wall section, we had to make one of them a little bit shorter. So we have a short one and 2 full-size ones here. For the next level, we're going to have the short one on this side and the 2 full-size ones here. So my wife's going to go ahead and measure and cut a small one for this side, and then we're going to put up these wall panels.
Okay, fingers.
Oh, a little too much there. Come back out a little, sorry. All right, that's flush with this one.
Okay, great.
I'll hold it in place while you nail it. All right, it's the next day, and for the eagle-eyed viewers out there, you may have noticed that the wall panels are not all the same height. So what we're gonna do for the next layer of wall panels is build frames for, this one's gonna go up a little higher. Obviously this one will have to be bigger. This one down here, not quite as tall as this one. I think you get the point. So we're gonna build frames to get this all up to 9 feet. We want 9-foot high walls. And so I'm gonna be breaking down pallets to provide lumber because my wife, who's pretty good at construction and carpentry and that sort of thing, is gonna build these frames for the second layer of wall panels. My wife built this frame to extend the height of the front wall and go over the doorway. We just need to put a sheet of OSB over it, which I found for free when picking up pallets. Then this piece can be mounted above the opening for the door. This piece was one of the pre-made ones, but soon we're going to be using the homemade ones. Whoa.
All right, you got it.
We're about ready to put in the last panel on this wall, but when we do, we're gonna have to push this one out a little bit. This one's leaning in about 1/2 inch, so we'll have to put a little pressure on there and squeeze it in.
I'll go inside.
The whole thing can come out toward me some. This, your left-hand corner also. There we go. At this point, we've used up all of the pre-made panels I found while picking up pallets, and now we're putting in the ones my wife built. And of course, we are nailing each piece in after we put it up. Gonna be a little bit of a gap there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this panel is a little warped.
Yeah.
Kind of goes in and out in different spots. When you're using reclaimed wood, not everything is going to be square and plumb all the time, so you have to kind of make do. But once we get siding on there, we'll make everything look nice.
How does that look? Does it look good?
It looks as good as it can.
Okay. All right.
My glove got stuck in there for a moment. I'm not in on the, okay, I'm almost in. All right, so the walls are done. Of course, we still have a lot of work to do. We need a roof, we need doors, we need a floor, we need siding, and probably some other stuff I can't even think of right now. But the walls are up, and that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.